This one shook me. So the Quran talks about Prophet Yahya, which is John the Baptist, and it's the same story with Islam. It calls him noble and righteous and pure so that you don't look twice. And then it rips the entire story away from underneath you. It says he was a prophet, says he prepared the way. But prepared the way for who though? And I remember reading that and thinking, okay, cool, Yahya's in here, but where's the rest of the story? Because John's entire assignment was to baptize Jesus and publicly declare him as the Lamb of God. So does the Quran just name drop Yahya and then completely swerve that moment? That baptism wasn't just a ritual, it was prophetic. Yahya's whole purpose was to be the voice crying in the wilderness to make the road straight for the Messiah. That's Malachi 3 and Isaiah 40. Once again, prophecies in the Old Testament written centuries before Jesus. And when Jesus shows up at the Jordan, heaven opens, the Spirit descends as a dove, God speaks audibly, "This is my Son." That moment is the hinge of the entire gospel. But the Quran skips it. Now why? Because the second you acknowledge that baptism, you have to acknowledge that Jesus is more than a prophet. You have to acknowledge sonship. Islam keeps the name Yahya to claim the continuity of the prophets, which is very important in Islam, but it cuts out the purpose to avoid the person. It's like quoting the opening act, but then silencing the main event. You can't keep the prophet and then erase the entirety of his message again. And I feel like we say this a lot with Islam. Like, why does that keep happening? So yeah, Yahya's in the Quran, but the voice crying out was never meant to be muted. It was anointed. He pointed to Jesus. And once you hear the voice from heaven say, "This is my Son," you don't unhear that. You either follow him or reject him. But you don't get any more excuses to say, "We love him too," while denying everything that he's ever done for humanity.